So welcome. How's everybody? Great. Thank you all for your patience. All right, we'll get started. So welcome everyone. My name is Victor. Wonderful having you. Thank you for patience with the delay. So we begin with the breath. You can go ahead and release the hands, palm face up or down onto the knees. Index to thumb. And begin to turn your focus, your attention inward towards the breath. We'll activate for Velomolada Pranayama on the exhale. So take a full inhale, fill the lungs through the nostrils, just below capacity, and pause. And then exhale 1/3 of the breath to pause. Exhale 2/3 of the breath, pausing. And releasing the final third, full exhale, repeating the cycle. Drawing energy upward, inhaling through the nostrils, a full inhale as the air moves along the spine. With the exhalation, we notice the pauses, releasing 1/3 of the breath capacity. And pause. 2/3 and pause. Final third, full release, and then repeating the cycle. Create a full single inhalation. And divide the exhale to equal thirds at your own pace. The mind becomes distracted. We're simply returning to the breath. And you can complete one more round at your own pace. And after the next exhalation, returning to our normal pattern of breath, hands to the heart center, prayer position. Anjali Mudra, giving us the opportunity to create an intention for today's practice of Blue Monkey. Reminding us to develop a playful spirit for when we begin to identify with chaos, with drama, we become entrapped, enshrined in Maya, the illusion. Yet when we choose to identify with a spirit of playfulness and grace, then we align with lila, the sport of God. So let us take this opportunity to view life through our childlike eyes, through our childlike heart of love and laughter. Walking forward through grace as we step off the mat and into the real world, let us invoke blessings. 3 Ohms, 1 Purna mantra. Take an inhale. Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us stay in remembrance of the divine presence dwelling within us all. We bow. Namaste, namaskar. Welcome. Let us rise. You can release your hands, open your eyes, coming to standing Tadasana mountain pose. Come to the top of our mat with the feet hip distance apart. And begin to actively, energetically root down from hips through heels. Creating an active breath, the Ujjayi, the victoriously expansive. Take a deep inhalation. Lift the shoulders to the ears, and on the exhale, hands to the heart center, Samastiti. Take another inhale. Root down through the hip. And exhale, release the hands. Draw the shoulder blades together. Next inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, heart and chest lead the way. Forward fold, Uttanasana. With the inhale, lengthen through spine, head up. And as you exhale, place the hands, set the hands, and step back, jump back. You can float back however you want to get back, plank position. Top of the mat. So as we set our hands, we want our index or our first fingers pointing straight ahead, trying to take out any inner rotation, gripping through all the knuckles, especially the base knuckles, the first knuckles that connect hand to the finger. And then come back to the center of the mat. Take a deep inhale with the exhalation, Chaturanga. Lower down. You can take a knee, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Pausing, hands draw back. Angle the shoulders back. And then exhale, release. Press it back. Flow back. Downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet. Shift the hips side to side. Creating an active breath. Allowing the breath to flow. Kota Ujjayi, it's the victoriously expansive breath that is the sound of the ocean. Take another inhale. Head pushes up, and the exhalation, step, jump, float, feet top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Uttanasana, bow forward. Big toes press down, belly lifts, and then inhale, rise up. Sweep the arms overhead, Samastiti, hands to the heart center. Next round, deep inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale to rise up. And heart and chest leads away, forward fold, Uttanasana. Take a deep inhale, lengthen. And exhale, place the hands, set the hands, step back. You can float back, jump back, take your Chaturanga. And downward facing dog once again. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lifting the right leg and bend the knee, point it to the ceiling. Take a gentle twist. So the right knee bends. We lift it up. Now you have the option here to elevate the left hand to a fingertip position so you keep the shoulders square to the front of the room. And then bring the right foot down second side. Left leg lifts. And you're going to bend the left knee to the ceiling. You can take a gentle, subtle twist. This time you're stretching the right hamstring as you root the thigh back. Bringing the left foot down. Roll forward into plank. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, press back, flow back. Downward facing dog. Vanarasana. Inhale, step right foot up top of the mat. Maybe take it a little wider so we're coming close to the outside edge. We're going to bring both arms straight inside the forward leg. Preferably reverse ridge top, back leg lifting straight and strong. Begin to pull the shoulders back, head up. Back leg squeezes to the midline. From here, Release the left knee down to the mat. Take both hands to the hips. Anjaneya's pose, the first name given to Hanuman. To set it up, make sure the back foot is flat. So all the toes on the left foot are pressing down, especially the pinky toe. We're creating that inward spiral, that inward rotation. Keep the back foot active. Press down through the right foot now. Keep the tailbone scooping. Inhale, shoulders to the ears. Begin to curl the shoulders back. Squeeze the shoulder tips and lift them up. Lift them up into the heart. Whew. Shift the hips forward and wide and reach the fingertips to the floor. Keep the back foot active. Remember the left foot, the top of the left thigh. If the fingertips don't touch the mat, hands to hips. And then release. Both hands down. Step back. Inhale, top of plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Adho Mukha. Press back. Downward facing dog. Second side, left foot. Step it up. Vanarasana 1. Monkey tail. Shoulders begin to pull down back. Keep the head up. And the back leg is lifting. The back thigh is lifting away from the mat. But both feet are active. From here, take the right knee down, hands to hips. You have the option. You can turn your forward foot in a little. It can have a slight angle. Shoulders up. And as you exhale, begin to squeeze. You want to squeeze the shoulders and lift. Like you're getting the tips, the bottom tips of the shoulder blades to lift up, up, up. Hips forward and down. Reach through the fingertips. The right foot is active through the pinky toe. And release. Both hands down. Step back, flow back, and flow through. Top of plank. Take an inhale. And then exhale, chaturanga, lower to the mat. Up dog cobra. And then press back, flow back. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. For down dog, the thigh bones are rooting to the back of the room. Pressing through the hands, using the triceps, keeping the triceps active. Maybe even squeezing the legs towards the midline. Thigh bones root back, extend the heart to the top of the thighs. Keep pushing through the arm bones. Take an inhale, and with the exhalation, push the head up. Step, jump, float, feet top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Forward folding, Uttanasana. And with the next inhale, rise up, sweep the arms overhead. Samastiti, hands to the heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale, release and root down. Inhale, rise up. Heart and chest lead the way, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, placing the hands, step it back, jump back, flow back and flow through. Take your Vinyasa. From downward facing dog, side angle pose. Inhale to step the right foot top of the mat, back heel turns down and in. Right hand to the floor, to the block. And you can have the left hand stationed on the hip as you set up from hips through heels. Staying active through the fingers of the blocks. So bring your knee back. So you want your knee directly over the ankle. So bring this foot. Keep pressing through the right foot. Inhale and rise up to wrap the top arm, left arm behind the back. Right hand reaches straight ahead, palm up. Jhana Mudra. Left shoulder curls back, tailbone stays scooping. Ardha Veda, half warrior. And now on the next inhale, unwrap, unwind. Both hands down, top of the mat. Step back, flow back, flow through. Second side, angle pose. Inhale, left foot, step it up. Back heel turns down and in. The left hand is down to the floor or the block. Right foot is parallel. You want the foot parallel, you can turn the toes in. Keep the heel on, yeah, so that internal rotation to the back thigh, release tension from the hip. Right hand reaches straight ahead. Front of the room with the pinky finger hooking under. Nice, exactly. And you create that external rotation of the arm bone. Keep the safest position for the neck. Go ahead and look to the wall, the right side. We're going to rise up, lift up for half warrior, side angle. Press through the left foot, inhale. Top arm, right arm wraps. Left hand reaches straight ahead, palm face up. Jana Mudra, thumb to index. On next inhale, unwrap, unwind. Bring both hands down, top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And then press back. Flow back. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, lift the right leg and roll forward into plank. Lower halfway down. Press back and step the right foot top of the mat. Warrior one with the back heel lifting. Back heel lifts up to the ceiling. We're going to create more length, more opening for the back body, for the spine. Shoulders back. And inhale, taking the arms overhead. Once again, the safest position for the neck is looking straight ahead. Keep the arm bones squeezing towards one another. Back thigh lifts. If you want to take the pose deeper, if everything is safe, you can start to look up between the hands. Shoulders pull down the back, lift and open the heart. Take another inhale and release. Both hands down. Step back, and flow through. And from downward facing dog, lift the left leg as you roll forward into plank. Lower halfway. Press back, and then inhaling, left foot, step it up, top of the mat. Warrior one, back heel lifts, arms overhead. So the entire time we're in the pose, we're squared to the front of the room, and we continue to sink a little deeper with each exhale. Now mind you, as you bend the forward knee, the back thigh lifts. So with the inhale, the right thigh lifts, exhale, left knee bends. You can look up between the hands, shoulders pull down the back, lift open the heart. Another inhale, and exhale, release. Both hands down. Nice, step back, flow through. And we'll meet one more time. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, go ahead, inhale, step the right foot up top of the mat. You can take that Trianga, you gotta have it. And both arms overhead. Back heel lifts. Now you have the option here. Maybe your shoulders, they feel a little tight. Maybe they're aggravated, maybe a previous injury. You can bend the elbows. You have an option. Keep the arms straight up, but you have an option for cactus arms. Squeezing shoulder blades together. Take an inhale and release. Both hands down, step back, and flow through. Woo. Second side, you can skip your Trianga when you're ready. Inhale, left foot, top of the mat, step it up, warrior one. Second round, second side. The arms either stay extended if you took the cactus arm variation. Take an inhale and exhale, release. Both hands down to the mat. Step back, flow through. Woo. Downward facing dog. All right, the real Trianga. From down dog, lift the right leg, roll forward into plank, bring right knee, right elbow, and pause. Just hold it there for a second, we're hanging out. Lower halfway down. Okay, press back to it, sort of like a down, go back down to downward dog and Vashisthasana, right hand top of the mat. Pivot outer edge of right foot, stack the feet, lift the hips. You can sweep left hand up. You have an option for prep position. You can step the left foot halfway up. Or you keep the feet stacked. Whatever you're doing, the hips are lifting. The outer edge of the bottom foot stays pressing down. You can go wild thing. Right leg straight, left foot step it back. Come on, Uttanasana. And then release. Come back to center. Let your wild thing out. Flow through. Top of plank, inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Work it out. And we'll set it up. Press back, flow back for the second side. So Trianga, three angle. The left leg lifts, you roll forward to plank and you pause with the knee on the elbow. Like you could kick it out to Ekapada Kundanyasana if you wanted to. But you're not. You're going to push back down dog and go for, oh, you're supposed to lower halfway, sorry. And then push back down dog for the second side. Left hand top of the mat. Thank you, Noriega. So where you want to focus here, don't allow the hips to lower down. You want to keep the hips rising up, lifting up. Whatever variation you may have taken the prep. You have the option for wild thing, come out. Left leg straight, right foot step it back. Yeah. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, chaturanga, flow through. Nice. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to step right foot top of the mat, taking both hands to the forward thigh and pausing. Atmanjali Virabhadrasana. If you have any issue with shoulder, you can just clasp elbows behind the back. For demonstration purposes with the right foot, I'm going to mess it up because I always mirror. Your right foot's forward. You can take the hands to a prayer position, so hands behind the back. What we want to have is the pinky fingers pressing into the spine, getting the hands as flat as possible. So the hands always stay pressing into the center of the back. Inhale. And as you exhale, I'm bending my right knee, but keeping the left thigh lifting. I'm not letting the left thigh lower down. All right, my hands are pressing in. What do I do next? Chin to chest. Start to slide the head back. If you want to take it deeper, you can look up to the ceiling. And as you're pressing the hands to the spine, pull elbows and shoulders down. Elbows and shoulders down to the mat. Look straight ahead. Bend the right knee a little deeper. We're going to slide back foot in. Maybe about 6 inches, a foot if necessary. Square the hips. Extend, push through the legs. Inhale, bow forward. Intense side stretch. And we're going to hold that for a little while. No tension in the head and neck. So you're releasing the head. Pushing strong through both feet. Don't lose active in the back foot. You can just grab opposite elbows behind the back if the hands don't stay prayer. And then both hands down, standing split, Urdhva Prosarita, Ekapadasana. Oh, blue monkey. Oh, we don't do Ardha Malasana yet. Okay, you can take a few hops. Darn it, did I give it away? Oh man. I was like, when does that crazy pose come in? All right, you have the opportunity. You can take a few hops, preferably being very mindful of the neighbor or not turning over to the wall, or making sure you don't kick somebody. You can stay in standing split. And then when you're ready, release. Step it back. Flow back. Flow through. Yes. We'll set it up for the second side. Inhale, step left foot top of the mat. Hands to the forward thigh. Either opposite elbows or hands to prayer. Your choice. Get the hands as flat as possible. Pinky fingers pressed to the center of the back. As you begin to deepen the pose, you want to keep the front of the neck, the throat area engaged. So I'm going to keep chin to chest and I'm sliding the head back here. Head back. Okay, I'm ready to go deeper. I'm going to open up. I can still swallow. I'm looking up. I'm not pinching anything in my neck. I'm going to begin to pull elbows and shoulders down to the mat. Inhale, look straight ahead. Bend the left knee a little deeper. Step back foot in. Square hips, legs straight. Inhale, bow forward. Be mindful of the back foot. Don't lose an active connection to the right heel. Keep it pressing down. And then standing split. Reach the hands down. Back leg lifts. Yes. Nice wrist opener. So for standing split, those of you that want to take hops, go for hops. If you're in standing split, try to work on bringing the leg and toes down. Why don't you take your hands to block just to make life beautiful. There you go. So if you keep both hands on the blocks here, now you can work on straightening this leg. No tension in the head and neck. And when you're ready, release. Step back. Flow back. Oh yeah, now we're ready. There we go. Let me move this out the way. Triangle pose. Uttanasana Trikonasana from down dog. Inhale and step right foot top of the mat. You know how much I love the block. If you got the block outside edge of the foot. So you have different positions. Think about it. You can have the block at the lowest, the mid, the high. Start with the hand on the hip. Extend and activate, pushing from hips to heels. Once you're set through the legs, you can go ahead and sweep or reach the left arm up to the ceiling. 5 breaths. So if you take that hand to the block, then we'll straighten the right leg. So the leg straight. Is that okay on the knee? We're going to step it up, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Take the top hand to the hip, bend the right knee. If you got the block, bring it with you. You can optionally do sugar cane while you're hanging out. Feel free. Standing split, both hands down to the mat. Urdhva. Nobody's set up for handstand. Stay where you is. Stay where you be. Stay where you are. All right, here's the deal. Begin to draw the left knee all the way into the chest. So it makes it simple, right? Take right hand, reach back for the outside edge of the left foot. We're going to start the squat as we take the left leg across the body. I'll turn my right foot out a little. Some people keep their foot straight ahead. Oh, I got the book. I forgot to move it. And we're going to begin to lower down. Now you do have to be very mindful of the knee and the ligaments squaring forward. We're going to hold this for 25 to 30 breaths. And when you're ready, come back up to standing. Try not to let the left foot touch. Now standing split. And from there, you can go a few more breaths. You can start to kick up, press up for handstand. You can take child's pose. If you're ready, just go ahead and step it back, flow back, and flow through. Take your Chaturanga Vinyasa. Down dog. Second side. Step it up, left foot top of the mat. Hand to the hip, Utthita. Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Both legs are straight, both arms extend straight. Engaging Uddiyana Mula Banda. What's that mean? It means scoop the tailbone, tone the belly. And then again, get ready, step it up, half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana, hand to the hip, bend the left knee, bring the block with. And travel. Just keep it on. Oh, I forgot to tell you sugar cane. If you did it first side, if not, stay in half moon. And then standing split, both hands down. Urdhva. Set it up for Ardha Mala. Right knee. Bring the right knee all the way towards the ribs, the chest, and reach back with left hand for the outside edge. Feel free to turn that left foot out. Maybe a few degrees. Begin to lower the hips, looking forward. Try not, if possible, to let the right heel touch the mat. And then you're going to come back all the way up to standing for the split. And from there, you can take a hop, you can take a press up, you can stay in standing split, you can step back, you can flow through. And when you're ready, Vinyasa. Inhale, step left foot, top of the mat. Take the legs a little wider than hip distance for warrior splits. Outer edges of the feet are parallel to the mat, hands to the mat under the shoulders, and begin to squat. Now, you might need to stagger. So I always forget to give all that cool. All right, look straight ahead. What we want to focus on is draw the knees to the midline so the outer edges of the feet stay parallel, or even better, turn the big toes in. Hands are to the mat, and just go ahead and bend the knees and squat down. Keep squeezing the knees towards one another, so you're squeezing them towards together. Look straight ahead. Tailbone scoop, straighten the legs, and then go ahead and reach the arms straight ahead. This is why we stagger. If you need to, and you're maybe too close to the wall, you could bend the elbows so you can bow forward far enough. Torso's parallel to the floor. And then release both hands back down. Your feet are probably wide enough. Just keep them where they are. Bend the knees. We're going to do one more round. Hands to the mat, head up. Squeeze the knees. Scoop the tailbone and straighten both legs. Reach the arms straight ahead. Torso's parallel with the mat. Look down to the floor. Shoulders stay lifting. The heart softening. And then both hands down. Take the legs wide. Toes in. Heels out. Prosarita. Uttanasana. Don't go past your limit. Be mindful. The hands are actively tracking forward. So what that means is, as you're bowing forward, hands are flat. Try to push, the hands don't move, but try to push them forward. Engage the shoulders on the back. You can reach peace fingers to the big toes, palms face in. It's a second option if you want to go Prosarita 4. If you need, walk the feet closer so you can effectively grab toes with peace fingers. From here, we're going to slowly release hands to hip, chin to chest, heel toe. Begin to heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, feet together, pivot front of the mat. Crane pose, Bakasana. So we'll come to standing. Got lots of options. You can stand on blocks, different hand positions and variations. I'm going to do fist, but I'm not asking you. That's how I do. With the hands flat, so you want to have the hands flat, maybe a little wider than down dog. The knees squeeze to the arm bones. Inhale, lean forward. You can just lift one foot. If you guys know Bakasana, crane, start going for it. Lean back. Inhale. Exhale forward. Lift the second foot and squeeze. Squeeze the legs into the arms. And then lean back. And then just keep flowing like that. Lift one foot. Inhale and squeeze. You can go multiple rounds. If you want to lift up for crane, you got options. You can go tripod headstand. You can go for side crane, Parsva Bakasana variations if you're feeling jiggy with it. You always have the option, remember, child's pose. And if you've not yet, begin to kick it back, flow through. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, step the left foot back up top of the mat. Take the legs wide, hands down to the floor. If you got a question, please let me know so we're not distracting all the other students with chatter. Come down onto the knees. And elbows and forearms, the Vinyasa, monkey frog pose. So we're going to keep the feet flat, and we're down on elbows and forearms. Elbows and forearms. You can stagger once again. Maybe it's a good opportunity. I forgot to tell you. Go ahead and stagger. Can you come down there, your elbows? What I want you to do from here, we're going to breathe. You're going to start to push the hips back. Just push them back gently. Push down through ankles. Can you take your legs wider? Wider. Mas. Here, move all the way. You have to stagger. Stephanie. Okay, start to release. Stay where you is on elbows and forearms, but you can release the tension, bringing the hips forward a little. We're going to do one more round. This time, begin to round the lower back, bringing the belly up. You're trying to draw. That's it. You're trying to draw the belly up. Now hold that. Don't lose that. Start to push the hips back. Push down through knees. Push down through ankles. Keep the belly lifting. Belly stays lifting. Don't let the belly lower down at any time. Resist forward. Resist forward into me. Now the safest way I know to come out of this pose is to bring the big toes together and then walk the hands back to the hips. You take your time here. Take your time. Move slow. You can make all kinds of sound effects. Feel free. Pivot to the front of the mat and go for a child's pose. Yes. You are welcome. It's the best. Monkey frog the Vinyasa. It's like no stress to the knees. Love it. Oh man. I think we should do it. I think we should hit inversions up. Do inversions? Inversions? All right, let's do it. Down dog. Yes. Because there's like, is it standing hand to big toe? Or I got something good. All right, from down dog, you've got options. You can jump into a handstand. You can step, jump, float, feet, top of the mat. We're all going to meet in standing, however you choose to arrive. And as we come to standing, we're going to bring our mats to the wall for inversions. So let's do it. Stefano. And we shall migrate. Beautiful. Samastiti. All right, everybody standing top of the mats. Make friends. Make nice. Get tight. Get close. Everybody move to the wall. Align your mats. No, not timed. So you may have to get quite close to somebody or their mat, or you can choose to freely do inversions in the center of the room. That's not gonna, girl, all I'm doing is pushing sweat around. If it makes you feel better, yeah. This is just psychological. This is not doing anything. There's no, if you think I'm disinfecting here, this is just, it's for show. All right, you're going to need to make friends with somebody and squeeze into a wall.
You know what footprints on your glass here?
Oh, absolutely. No. Funny, but no. Not for a new student. I don't know about kicking to the side. There's glass bowls over there. Who's a strong student who can use the...
We have a space here.
Okay.
We have a space right here. We can make a space.
Okay. Well, she's got a door. She can't because she's got the door handle there. Nobody listens.
I just got the freestyle in the middle.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're over capacity.
One person, if somebody is proficient with handstands, they can come to the wall over here. If you're proficient with handstands, you'd like someone to come over here. All right. Because there's glass bowls and sorts of objects to the side over there. Don't want you falling. Oh, Oh boy. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have to do it more or less together. I'm going to show it. It's going to be really complicated. And then we're going to have to do it, and I'm going to help demo it again. This is what happens. And it's hard to mirror because I got folks on one side and the other, so you're going to have to realize that adjustment. I'm going to extend my leg to the wall. See, like such, and I have that distance. From there, I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to... Questions? Could you guys hold? Distracting me, if you don't mind. Thank you. Bring the hands down and the leg to the wall. Now, this is goofy foot. The inside, anybody skate? The outside of the foot, goofy footed. So when we set the foot, does anybody not understand goofy foot? Let me know now. See how the outside edge is on the wall? The foot's turned in, and I'm going to shift. Whatever leg's straight, I'm going to shift into that hip with the leg straight to the right. I'm just setting up, I'm warming up. When I come back to center, I set the hands, watch, from goofy foot, toes curl under, leg straight. Hands are flat to the mat. I'm going to lift the foot just and move it back 1 inch. And split. Take the top of the foot, press back, goofy foot, hands walk back, shift to the side. Everybody's got that memorized. Back to center, straighten the leg, hands set, lift the foot, walk it back, split, and then goofy. And you keep going until you do a split, and you can't stop until you do a split. So you have to do a split. Okay, everybody stand up, turn around, face the wall. You can do one hand, you can do press-ups, one hand or 1 foot press-ups. Like on a block, or standing, or with the, any kind of like alternate press-ups. Now turn around and take the hands down to the mat and extend, turn around, hands down to the mat and extend your right leg to the wall. Okay, everybody, well now we have difference, so you guys all do. So everybody's right leg should be extending to the wall. Your left foot is down, your right leg's to the wall. Lean to the, turn, your foot's goofy foot, left foot's goofy foot. So switch now so you're not confusing me so much. Yeah. Now, lean to your right. Lean to your right. Your right. Derecha. Si. Okay. You're breathing. Set the hands. Come back to center. Chin to chest. And you're going to straighten the right leg now onto the wall. Straighten the right leg. Set the hands down. Lift the foot. Left foot, and bring it back just 1 inch or 2. And take the top of the right foot. So now the toes are touching. Yeah, turn the foot up so the top of the toes are touching and go into a split, full split. Press back. With the top of the, like you're sliding the foot back. Walk the hands back a little, goofy foot. Walk the hands back, goofy foot with the foot that's on the wall. And then you shift over to your left. Right. Shift to the straight leg. You're shifting over to the straight leg. And then you come back to center. Straighten the right leg. Right leg is straight. I use the foot to set the hands and walk the hands back, and then a split. Top of the foot in, and split. And then you go until you can split no more. Come back to center, shift to the side, pivot off to the side. It doesn't have to be perfect in sequence, but we'll do it again for second side. And when you're ready, I'll walk you through second side. Did everybody switch over to second side already? All right, come back to standing. Extend the left leg, any leg, get your distance, and then turn around. Both hands to the floor, and you're going to take the right leg to the wall. So is the left leg straight or right leg straight? Right leg straight. We had left leg straight last time? Right leg straight this time. So right leg straight, left leg to the wall, goofy foot. So left foot, goofy foot. You're shifting over to the right hip. Left foot goofy, right hip shift. So you should feel a stretch already there to the hip flexor outside of the hip. Now come back to center. With the hands set, straighten the left leg. Lift the right foot, just bring it back 1 inch. Walk the hands back and turn the left toes. So the left toenails touch the wall. The toenails are touching the paint as you slide into a split. Now bring the hands back to the foot. We're going to goofy foot with the left leg, shift to the right hip. So we're back leaning to the right side. Bring the back leg straight once again. Come to center. Press the ball of the foot to the wall. Set the hands, lift the right foot, and bring the right foot back just a little. And then you reset the hands, leg straight, and you continue to shift and straighten, shift and straighten. And the beautiful thing is we're working inversion. And we're focusing on split. We got all the energy to the hands, to the shoulders. And release. And take a quick child's pose. All righty. Next posture, Superman walkout. Ooh, there's space over at the wall here if one of y'all want to come over here. Yonder here, child. So Superman walkout. This is the deal. If we just come to here, this is all we have to do. We're taking plank. Are my feet level or are they above my hips? I can't see. Are my feet in line with my shoulders? So this is about where you want to be. I'm rounding. When I come to here, I'm going to push through the hands and lift the belly. And you just stay there, feet on the wall. Chin to chest. Let's try that first. Because I don't want to distract you with the second half of it. Let's just work on this. No, the feet are just... So come down onto the hands and knees. If you were hands and knees, you'd be down dog. So you come on to down dog and then bring the hands nice. Maybe 4 or 5 inches forward. Maybe 6 inches forward. Just bring the hands forward. From there, straighten the legs. See how now my shoulders come over the wrist. So you have to bring the hands forward. Now the legs, nice, Julie. And try to bring the body so the shoulders are over the wrist. We're not walking the feet up the wall. We're coming to a plank. The body should be straight. Nice, Erika. Anna. Yeah, so the feet are the height of the shoulders. Now chin to chest, lift the belly. Chin to chest, no, don't push back. Chin to chest, lift the belly. Like round the back, round, yeah. That's excellent. And then release down. And Chayo will demonstrate part 2. After he takes a quick child's pose. Chayo, take it away. It's your leisure, sir. Superman walkout. And then just be careful when you go all the way back because you're going to have metal thing in a interesting spot. So, Superman walkout. You do the same thing. You just stop where you're at. You don't have to go all the way up. Oh, he almost touches the exit. Good thing it's not. He's going to set the smoke detector off. So you don't have to walk. He's on fire. Somebody caught. You guys caught that. All right. So you don't have to do that. That's not necessary. That's not necessary. And now he's going all out. Right, look, because he doesn't have the mat. But that's what you're actually trying to do. You're trying to create that rounding. Notice how you just let the hands slide? Your hand shouldn't slide because you're going to be on a mat and you create that opening, that rounding of the back. Let's try. The first thing we did, and if you're feeling adventurous, you can start to do the Superman walk up. If you're not too slippery, slidey, you can go for Superman. Or just repeat the first round. Coming into plank, you set the hands under the shoulders, then bring the hands maybe 6 inches, 7 inches forward. So you bring the hands far enough forward so when you straighten the legs, and then begin to walk the feet up the wall. Walk the hands towards the baseboard, nice. I wouldn't recommend kissing the wall, but you could get pretty close. And then you either choose to walk back out and repeat, or you come down and take a break. Your choice. And then release. And everybody come back to center. Actually, did put cleaner on it this time. Take a quick break. Forearm stand. Forearm stand will be next. Ooh, I feel that temperature dropping outside, or else it's just really hot in here. Okay, forearm stand. You can use a block. You can face the wall. Hands are flat to the floor. Squeezing the block, elbows aligned so they're under shoulders. With the legs straight, you could just simply walk the legs in. We don't have to kick up. It is not necessary. I'm here. I'm creating strength. I'm creating stability. I'm not compromising my shoulder capsule. And you can lift a leg and pause. Now, if you want to kick up or press up, we can come up for a forearm stand. Oops, I tried to look up. Don't do that. But you have the wall in case that does happen. So if you want to kick up for forearm stand, we can just simply kick up and make sure the head's not touching the block or the floor. And you can push the head up with the palms flat. Always release to a child's. Any variation. Reset and reattempt. If you have a question, let me know. So we'll set the hands flat. Set the hands flat to the floor. And the thumbs are on the inside. Elbows down under the shoulders. Elbows down to the mat. Now straighten the legs. Legs straight. Chin to chest, legs straight. Walk your, come back down. Walk your feet to your elbows. Walk your feet. Keep legs straight. No. Legs straight. Legs straight. Walk your feet. Tibito. Keep going. Don't move the hands. Keep going. Feet. Keep walking. Don't move the hands. Don't move the hands. The hands stay flat. Walk the. Now lift one leg. Lift one leg. Breathe. Respira profundo. You push. And then bring the leg down. Second leg. Second leg. Lift the left leg. Breathe. Breathe. And then you can pause. You can rest. All right, get your last rounds in. We're going to get ready to bring it back to center. I've now properly sanitized and disinfected. The floor has dried. So last round, end it with the child's pose and then begin to work your way back to where you came from. Don't have to be exactly perfect. But let's recenter, reset. With at least a bit of enthusiasm and expediency, we shall return. Let us return. Back to our centers. Nobody's in here, is there? Oh, I should have known. Everybody will meet in downward facing dog. You can flow through, you can step back. Feel free to take a Vinyasa, Chaturanga. And we'll meet in Adho Mukha, Svanasana, downward facing dog. Wow, interesting. All right. From down dog, inhale and step the right foot to the top of the mat. Take the left knee down. Bend the left knee, reach back with the right hand for the outside edge of the foot preferably. Now be mindful, don't be directly down on top of the left knee. The other thing with our right foot, we want the right knee over the ankle perfect. But you have the option, bring it wider. It's going to create more opening. Right foot actively presses down, as does the left knee. As you're kicking the left foot back into the right hand, begin to draw it forward, as if you want to bring the left foot outside the left hip. Maintain that activation, and you have an option for a deeper variation if you know lowering down onto elbow. If not, focus on drawing the right shoulder back, picking the head back. We create a heart opening. And then we're going to release for Hanuman or Revolved Hanuman prep with the right leg straight, left toes curl under. Left toes are pointing to the front of the room. My toes are curled under. Hands are here for support. Hip is on the heel. Now, if there's no issues with your knees, everything is safe. You can take left hand to the outer edge of the right foot and even cross grab. But you have your hands here, stability, being mindful. If everything is safe, you have the option to cross grab, or if you know Revolved, Prosarita, Hanuman. And release. Both hands top of the mat. Oh, you could have done. You could do Vinyasa too. Step back, flow through. If you know what I'm about, you could take Ekapata. I don't know if it's one. Would it be one? And then release. Step back, flow through. Second side. We're stepping left foot top of the mat, bringing the right knee down. Bend the right knee, left hand reaches back. And you're going to kick the right foot into the left hand. This is important because you want to keep that right quadricep actively engaged as you deepen the stretch. So whatever you did for the first side, you can lower down onto the right elbow. You can continue drawing the left shoulder back. Bring your foot forward like a little more. Like this? Yeah. And that'll now go back into the pose. Hanuman prep. Release, left leg straight, and you're going to sit right glute to right heel. Both hands are down for support. Then you have the option, you keep the hands there. They stay there, you're supported with the hands. So your toes, you want to curl them under like that. So whatever you did for a side, you could revolve, clasp, and grasp. So release tension in head and neck. And when you're ready, release. Step it back. You can flow back, flow through. And we'll meet downward facing dog. Ooh-wee. From downward facing dog, Uttanasana Camel. Coming down onto the knees. Both hands to the lower back, bow forward to the heart. Inhale, shoulders to the ears, curl them back. You can reach for the heels or keep the hands where they are. So hands will either stay on lower back. If everything is safe, you reach down for heels. Supta Vedasana, supine, hero. Rising back up, chin to chest, and sit hips between heels. Any knee discomfort, injury, block widest distance, and you'll sit upon the block. Everything is safe in the knees. You lie all the way flat to the back, opposite elbows overhead. If you're on the block, you never go past elbows and forearms. So you can come back. The heels, they're outside of your hips. So the sitting bones slide down, the outside edges of the glute, inside the heels. You can switch hand placement to opposite elbow from the back. And then release, slowly rising back up to center, hands to the top of the mat. Step the legs back, flow back, flow through. And then from downward facing dog, we'll come to seated. Both legs straight. Bend the right knee, grab the right foot with both hands, left leg extend straight across the mat. Lengthen the spine, sit up tall. And you're kicking the right heel down to the mat. Pulling back on the foot, taking the leg higher. Both quadriceps are active. One arm pressure into Ashtavakrasana. So if you want to go ahead and transition Ashtavakra, go for it. Left hand outside edge of the foot. Bring the leg over the shoulder. Hands down. Kicking the right heel down. As I lift the hips, you can keep the left foot on the floor. Left foot does not have to lift. You can lift it up for one arm pressure and then transition into Ashtavakra. Between the water bottle and the cup. And then you have an option. Yeah, to right. And release. Step back flow through. Or just come to center, second side, right leg straight, grab the left foot. Lengthen the spine, sit up tall. You want to keep the left foot kicking down. So that's engaging left quadricep. The hands stay pulling back as you sit up taller. So go for one arm pressure, and if it's your option, flow through. Right hand to the outside edge. And you're going to hook the leg over shoulder and or tricep. Release the foot, hands are down. So you can, when you lift up, just leave the right foot down. You don't have to lift up. It's optional. And then release. Step back, flow through. Or when you're ready, release and open, seated wide angle, Upavishta Konasana. Inner rotate thighs, remove flesh from sitting bones. Bowing forward. If you have a bolster, you can elevate hips. Here, sit on it. Let it come up. Put it underneath, like a seat. Yeah, more. Yes. Here, sit on this. We're going to go for the revolved variation. Inhale back up to center. And then exhale. Sabrina, sit on the bolster. It'll help. Exhale, right elbow inside right thigh. Left hand reaches for the right foot. Revolve variation. You can strap the right foot optionally. And then release. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, second side. Left elbow inside the thigh. Right hand reaches for the foot. And then when you're ready, release, inhale back up to center. Take the legs a little wider, bow forward. Bringing the legs to the center of the mat. Once again, pivot forward, Baddha Kona. Bring the balls, the heels of the feet together, draw them back to the hips. Open the feet like a book. You can press the elbows down either to the calves or the hamstrings. Bow forward. Another option is if you want to elevate the hips, you can just grab peace fingers with big toes, sit up straight and tall. So if your knees are elevating above hips when you sit, then just elevate to the block. If you're on the floor, you can bow forward, elbows again into calves or hamstrings. Always keeping the pinky toes pressing down. The heel can lift. The pinky toes maintain contact with the floor. So always trying to keep the pinky toes on the floor. The heels would lift. So it'd be the opposite. Yeah. It's the one time you create like an external rotation of the shin bone. Right? Yeah, and squeeze and heel lift. Dvibhuja Virasana, release both feet flat. Knees up, hands straight ahead, thumbs up, thumbs down. Two-arm hero, elbow, top of the hand to the lower rib, elbow inside knee. Top of the hand, lower rib, elbow inside knee. Draw the knees together. Elbows resist as the knees press in. Release any tension to the jaw, to the neck. Release both hands behind the hips. Let the neck rest between the shoulders, head back. Come back to center, straighten the legs, and bow forward for Paschimottanasana. You can grab outside edges of the feet. If you have a strap, you can strap the feet. Work on pulling the torso, so not as much bowing forward, pulling your heart forward to the toes. So use the strength of the hands to pull back, the strength of the quadriceps, and the feet are resisting forward. And then once the spine's lengthened, the belly stays toned, you can bow but keep pulling. And release all the way onto your back. Eagle crunches. Lie on your back and wrap the right leg over the left. Right arm under. So right knee is on top. Right knee is on top. Right elbow is underneath. So your right elbow is going to touch your right knee. Right elbow touches right knee. Aha. Inhale, open the finger, point the fingers to the back of the room, toes to the front, and then exhale, crunch. Bring the knees and elbows together and hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch and squeeze. That's 3. You're going to go for a total of 9 at your own pace, continuing through. Continue moving, continue breathing, squeezing, crunching, holding. Go for a total of 9 on the honor system. If you have to pause and take a break, go for it. And then return back. So it was Hanuman with the playful spirit, the childlike mentality when he saw that rising sun. He thought it was a giant mango, this red ball he saw in the sky. You guys just keep doing abs, I'll tell stories. And he leapt after it. He had magical powers, for he was the godson of Vayudev. Now after you do 9, you're going to unwrap, unwind. And left knee on top, left elbow under. So the left elbow is going to touch the left knee. The left elbow will be underneath, and the right elbow's on top. Now inhale, open. Exhale, crunch and squeeze and hold for 3. Make sure you're holding and squeezing. And then inhale, open. And so as Hanuman went on his mischievous quest to consume the sun, to eat it, he was struck with a lightning bolt, hit to the chin, knocked to the ground unconscious, maybe near death. Hanuman was just but a boy, he was a child. And we read the story, oh, he likes fruit, he wanted to fill his belly, but Hanuman was on a quest for knowledge, for information, for wisdom. He was going for Surya Dev, the god of the sun, who saw all of mankind operate. Who knew more about the world and teachings than Surya Dev? And then release when you're ready, bridge pose, Satu, Banda, Sarvangasana. Set the feet. Interlace hands under the lower back, lift the hips, squeezing inner thighs. So this actually is turning into an hour and a half class. If anybody has to go because of parking, let me know, and I'll give you you can go about 10 minutes early. So we're going like 15 minutes over. So if you got to go, let me know. Or at least slow down. Pausing, resetting. You can repeat for the next round. Bridge, you can go full wheel. You want to place the hands Urdhva beside the ears. Set the hands when you're ready, lifting with the inhalation. Go up, press up. Bridge or full wheel, your choice. So Hanuman even goes on through life. The funny thing is, after he was struck with the lightning bolt, He fell into forgetfulness because he was still too mischievous. He wasn't ready to use his powers, so the sages made him wait to the right time. Release, lower down. Pausing, resting, setting up, getting ready, preparing for the next round. You can go bridge, you can go full wheel push-up, single leg lifts, bridge or full wheel when you're ready. Last round, make it count. Inhale, go up, press up. And so Hanuman went for many years not knowing of his greatness, but there was a fateful day. He had already met Rama and Lakshman as they were on their epic quest for Sita. Release, lower down, shoulders stand, hands to the lower back, hips over shoulders, legs to the ceiling. And they formed a great army against Ravana, the evil demon king. And they went on a quest, a journey. As they sat on this shore with seemingly no option to get across the vast ocean, Hanuman was reminded by Jimbavan, the leader of the bear clan, of his greatness, of his potential and what dwelled within. And Hanuman remembered. He regained his cities, his supernatural powers. He grew to great size. He completed great feats. Epic stories about battles and violence and conquest. The reunification of Rama and Sita, and what is it all about? Take the legs overhead, plow. Is it really an epic quest of war and violence, or is it a story about a journey within, the reunification, the need for we become separated from our inner truth, the masculine intertwining to the feminine? Maybe we've lost sight of the greatness that dwells within, just as Hanuman had, and had to be reminded. Fish pose Matsyasana, you have the option. Go ahead and slowly roll out, vertebrae by vertebrae. Optional Uttana. And then release Supta Swastikasana. Just like you're doing Gomukha, cow face pose. Lie on your back and you're going to wrap the right knee on top of the left. All right? Wrap the right knee. Now bring the knees and thighs into the chest. And you're going to reach with the hands under for the outside edges of the feet. So you want to reach sort of under the feet. So yes. So you're grabbing from the outside edges. Now begin to straighten the legs, like tie yourself into a bow. Try not to let the ankles bend. If possible, keep the ankles straight, but keep the knees bent, knees bent, knees bent. And you're going to begin to draw the knees, the thighs to the chest, and start to take the tailbone down. Now let's see if you can take the tailbone to the mat. You good? Mm-hmm. Do you know the so Gomukha, bend the knees, bend like this. Yeah, and reach hands under. Mm-hmm. And then release, unwrap, unwind. Second side. Wrap left on right, reach the hands under. And you want to keep the ankles as straight as possible. And bring the knees, thighs to the chest and work on straightening out the legs there. That's enough. And then bring the knees in. You're using the hands. So you're using the hands and the whole time trying to take the tailbone down. Can you straighten the legs out? Are you good? Yeah, you're good. That's it. Like that. Yes. And now work on pulling your legs in. And gentle, breathe. Tailbone down. Breathe. Happy baby. Outer edges of the feet. Rock left and right, side to side. Yes. You got Thavalayasana and Supta Swastikasana. You can do 1 foot happy baby. And then spinal twist, both knees to the right. If you're working 1 foot, continue 1 foot. We're going to do 2 rounds of spinal twists. Bring your knees up. You're good, good. Just relax. Just knees up. Yeah. So you can take this hand, just gentle weight. Just gentle weight. Yeah. And both knees to the left. Release, come back to center and re-straighten the legs flat on the mat. So re-straighten the legs so they're flat. Sorry for that one white light, it won't turn off, sorry. Now rebend the knees and you're going to wrap the left knee on the right knee and take both knees to the right. Left on right, both knees to right. I was like, what is that? So this leg's going to be straight, yeah, like that. And keep that hovering off the floor.
That felt weird. That's fine.
And then unwrap, unwind. Right on left, both knees to the left. And then begin to release, coming back to center. You can take a few deep inhalations and forceful exhales. Setting the body, making final adjustments. Draw the thighs together. Knees and thighs to the chest as you rock side to side, left and right. Rolling to the side body using the arm as a pillow. With the eyes closed, pressing yourself to seated. Hands to the heart center. Prayer position as we seal the energy of the practice one Om, followed by the universal prayer of peace and love. Take an inhale. Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The love, the light that dwells within, honors, recognizes, respects the love and light dwelling within you all. Namaste. Thank you everybody for sharing your amazing energy this evening. Hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you. Get the lights on. Lights on.